sound of a map rustling and a confused, Reza, I think we are lost. The GPS says turn left, but that is clearly a brick wall.
Brianna, you're holding the phone upside down. Also, we are in a studio, but for our listeners, being lost in a foreign city is a real-life nightmare.
It really is. Welcome back to Mrs. English Learning. I'm Brianna, and today we are talking about asking for and giving directions.
And I'm Reza. Even with smartphones and Google Maps, there are times when your battery dies or the signal is weak, and you have to do the scariest thing imaginable. Talk to a local.
Oh, the horror. But seriously, asking for directions is a great way to practice your English. And giving them, that is the ultimate test of your fluency. It requires prepositions, landmarks, and very clear instructions.
Today, we're going to help you navigate. We will learn how to stop someone politely, how to understand the shorthand people use when they give directions, and what to do if you didn't understand a word they said.
Before we start our role play, let's talk about the building blocks of directions. First, you need to know your compass points: north, south, east, and west.
Most people in cities don't use those, though. They use relative directions, left, right, and straight ahead. But we also have specific words for the road. Intersection, where two roads cross each other. Crosswalk, where people walk across the street. And roundabout, that circle where everyone gets confused about who goes first.
And don't forget landmarks. This is how most locals give directions. They don't say walk 500 meters. They say go past the big blue church, or it's right behind the McDonald's.
Listeners, notice the phrase blocks. In North American English, a block is the distance between one street and the next, so it's 2 blocks down is a very common measurement.
Good point. Also, pay attention to prepositions like across from, next to, and between. These are the glue that holds directions together. Let's jump into our first scene. I'm a tourist who is completely lost. My phone is dead and I'm looking for the National Gallery. Reza, you are a local walking your dog, Echo. Role play starts. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but do you happen to know where the National Gallery is? My phone died, and I think I've been walking in circles.
Oh, no problem at all. You're actually quite close. You just need to keep going straight ahead for about 2 blocks.
2 blocks straight, okay.
When you reach the big intersection with the clock tower, take a sharp left. Go past the post office, and the gallery will be right across from the park.
So straight for 2 blocks, left at the clock tower, past the post office, and it's opposite the park?
Exactly. You can't miss it.
You're a lifesaver. Thank you so much. Role play end.
Did you notice how Brianna repeated the directions back to me? This is a pro tip for English learners.
Yes, it's called checking for understanding. If you repeat what they said, the person can correct you if you got something wrong. It's better to be sure before you walk for 10 minutes in the wrong direction.
And I used the phrase, you can't miss it. We say this when a building is very large or very obvious. It's a way to give the person confidence.
We are halfway through our navigation lesson. If these tips are helping you find your way in English, please give us a subscribe. It helps us and others to benefit from learning these practical skills together.
We love hearing from our community. Tell us in the comments, what is the most lost you have ever been? Were you in a forest, a big city, a mall? Let us know.
Now, what if you are the one giving directions? This is much harder because you have to think and speak at the same time. Let's try it. I'll be the person asking, and Reza, you try to guide me to the nearest subway station. Role play start. Hi, sorry, could you tell me how to get to the nearest subway station from here?
The nearest one. Okay. You want to head back the way you came for 1 block, then hang a right at the pharmacy.
Hang a right?
Oh, sorry, that just means turn right. Turn right at the pharmacy and then walk until you see the pedestrian bridge. The entrance to the subway is right at the base of that bridge.
Got it. Back 1 block, right at the pharmacy, look for the bridge. Thanks a million. Role play end. Hang a right. That is very casual, native-sounding English, Reza.
I couldn't help it. In the UK and Australia, people might say, take the second exit at the roundabout, or it's just around the corner.
And I use the phrase, head back the way you came. That is much more natural than saying, turn 180 degrees and walk.
One more thing for our listeners. Directly across from versus diagonal from. If something is directly across, it's straight across the street. If it's diagonal, you have to look across and to the side.
Reza, have you ever given someone directions that were completely wrong?
Yes. Once in my hometown, a tourist asked me for the library. I was so nervous speaking English that I accidentally sent them to the police station.
Oh no! Excuse me, I'm looking for a book on history. Great, here is a jail cell.
I felt so bad. I realized 5 minutes later, but they were already gone. I hope they found a good book at the police station.
That is a classic direction fail. My worst one was in Paris. Someone asked me for the Eiffel Tower, which you can see from everywhere, and I still managed to point in the wrong direction.
That's impressive, Brianna, truly.
Well, that's all we have time for today. Remember, if you get lost, don't panic. Just find someone with a friendly face and say, "Excuse me, I'm a bit lost."
See you in the next episode for Topic 6, Checking Into a Hotel.
Bye.
Bye.